It is too foggy this morning. Can't even see the end of the Southport Canal. I ain't going out there in it. Ain't happening. What's going on? Currently down here under a fog delay. It is way too foggy to be going out there and getting shot up by a bunch of duck hunters. So, yeah, I hate the fog. Planed it out and took off into the fog, and I'm like, man, you guys are crazy. Ain't none of these green fish worth getting hit. So, I'll wait for it. Wait for it to clear up a little bit, or if not, I might fish these pads right here. I don't know. You guys think I can catch one out of this stuff in the basin? Dude, some of this stuff in the basin looks pretty good. Pads. This dude just launched his, it's like a brand new Phoenix. Thing looks good, man. It's all black, got like white pinstriping. That thing looks good. It's a good looking boat. But yeah, it's too foggy to be out on Toho right now. So we wait. But the exciting thing is we don't have a trip today. No trip today. Trip that is the third time in like a month that they've canceled because they are so worried about the weather being cold. I've never known somebody who was so worried about it being too cold to go fishing. But anyways, dude's about to get put on the no rebook list. But it's good because it gives me the opportunity to film some content. And that's what we're doing today. Today, we're going to go out here and I'm going to show you guys how I, in January, at a minimum, survive Lake Toho. We'll call it Lake Toho survival. Now, what I mean by that is when I've got a tournament on Toho, or back when I used to fish tournaments 50 years ago, the month of January, it is really easy to fall on your face on Toho. Like, super easy. But there's some things you can do out here to make sure that, you at least come back with 15 pounds. And in a multiple day tournament, that's good. That's survival weight. You're not out of it. And so you're going to survive to fish day 2 and probably day 3 and get out there with some money. But yeah, so it's important to do some of these things during the day. And I'm going to go around out here today and film that and show you guys exactly what I do to make sure that I have at least 15 pounds this time of year. Computer Man 04 said nobody is fishing on live streams anymore. Dude, I mean, I could go live stream fishing out here with the phone in the mount, but good Lord, it's easy to go for a long period of time without catching a fish out here right now. But I mean, if you're telling me that you'll sit here and watch for hours on end while I catch a few fish here and there, then I'm all about it. If not, then you can just watch my YouTube videos. Because I edit out all the all the time in between whenever I don't catch any fish. But yeah, today we're going out here and filming how to survive Lake Toho. If you've got a tournament in January, and you're not on anything. It's important. Waiting for that Survival on St. John's episode to drop. Yeah, you won't be catching me filming anything on the St. John's River, dude. That place ain't for me. It sucks up there. Like, there's a couple of guys left that still catch them up there, don't get me wrong, but like for the most part, like you just don't hear about anything good out of the river anymore. And I have no desire to fish that place. It sucks. It sucked for a long time. Didn't catch a single fish on the north end yesterday. Ooh. I did not fish Toho yesterday. Man, this time of year, I just about hate coming to Toho on the weekends. And it is because there is a gosh dang tournament or 2 or 3 out of every single boat ramp on the Kissimmee chain. None of them are very big. All of them have like 10 boats in them. And there's just dudes all over the place trying to win $200. Like, I don't know, man. I've never understood the whole thing of working hard to win nothing, but to each their own. Yeah, the weekends out here on Toho, just, I don't know, man. I gotta get my license. Man, I say don't get your license, dude. I say don't get your license. I'm boycotting FWC. They're a mess. FWC is a scam. They shouldn't even be a thing anymore. The whole thing that they're doing with the non-resident license right now is a money grab. They cannot convince me or anyone else that it is not a money grab. So, yeah. And then, of course, all the spraying and everything like that. Yeah, FWC is a scam. The people that run FWC are developers. They have money in their interest, not fishing or wildlife. Johns Lake was tough yesterday, but the bass were loaded up in one spot. Mike, what you probably found was one of those Shiner guides spot up there. There's a few dudes that guide on Johns Lake every day. They can't go anywhere else because they don't have captain's licenses. And so, yeah, they go and they idle 5 minutes away from the boat ramp and sit on the same hole every single day and throw Shiners in there. So you probably found a Johns Lake Shiner guide hole. I despise Johns Lake. Can't stand that place. It's and then if it's kind of a place too where, like, as a guide, if you're relatively decent at what you do and you do catch some big fish, like these people out there on Johns Lake are buzzards, man. They will absolutely follow you all over the place and try to get all up on top of where you're fishing at. So yeah, thank God. For me, Johns Lake is way too far of a drive through too much traffic. So I don't fish Johns Lake. I can't stand Johns Lake. Yep, the parking lot, the ramp at Johns Lake sucks. The town around Johns Lake sucks. The traffic over there sucks. The fishing around there sucks. The whole buzzards on Johns Lake sucks. Johns Lake sucks. Lake Toho is the place to be. Unfortunately, everybody else thinks the same thing. And so, like, every single day, Lake Toho has just got a ton of boats on it. That's like this morning, prime example. It is Monday. Most people should be at work. We've got one, me, another guy. And then what you guys can't see is that the parking lot's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 10 trucks and trailers down here at Southport this morning. Crazy. Only fishing it because of the extreme. Southport is a drive for me. See, Southport is now the only ramp on Toho that I can be here in the morning in roughly an hour. In the afternoons when I leave here, at least I can be home in under 2 hours. Big Toho Marina because of 1792 and Pleasant Hill and like all that going towards Champions Gate. Like even just trying to get on I-4, dude, you're talking, it takes 2 hours plus for me to get home from Big Toho Marina. So I launch at Southport and drive across the lake early in the mornings to pick my clients up from Big Toho Marina. Dude, it does suck, man. It does suck. There are way too many people down here, and there are way too many people still continuing to move here. Stop moving to Central Florida. I don't know. But enough of the ranting and raving. Maybe the fog is going to lift. I don't know. We can kind of see out a little bit further into the lake now, so that's good. Earlier this morning, I couldn't see past the resume normal operation signs. Like it was fogged in, like thick. Which is frustrating because that means I got up at 5 a.m. this morning for nothing. Oh well. The Lions win yesterday. Life's good. It won't stop till the state is paved coast to coast. Man, I tell you what, Ron DeSantis would love that. You know how much money he would make? Like that dude's only interest is in making money. He's got his hands in everything. Him and FWC and all developers and stuff like that. It's a mess. It's criminal. It's criminal. I don't know. Not a big fan of what's going on. Make Florida, Florida again. We're going to wait a little bit longer for this fog to clear out. That boat that just took off out into the lake, he didn't make it very far, and I can't even see him anymore. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. But yeah, we're going out here today, guys, to film how to survive Lake Toho in January. And hopefully show you guys a couple things that you can do to ensure you catch some fish. There's nothing worse than showing up for the first tournament of your season on Lake Toho in January and bombing it. Because then that puts you in a hole that you got to climb yourself out of for the rest of the season. So it's important to know how to go around out here in January and at least put some halfway decent fish in the boat. We'll see what happens. Custom rat lure making a guest appearance today? No. No, that thing is cool, but man, that's a one-off kind of a niche thing. Golly, that thing's frustrating to throw, man, and not because it doesn't work. It's frustrating to throw mostly because of the amount of followers that it gets every single cast. That bait gets followed by bass on every single cast. Get it all the way back to the boat and you'll have 2, 3, 4, 5 underneath that thing looking at it like, what the hell is that thing? But none of them will bite it. None of them will bite it. And it's like throwing a giant. So like back before all these tournaments and stuff started banning Alabama rigs, man, we used to throw, like back when the Butler chain was really good, we used to throw these Picasso chandeliers. And dude, it was like 4 Alabama rigs all put together. Like the Alabama rigs that you see guys throwing today, nah, that's nothing. This thing was like 5 wires on top of 5 wires on top of 5 wires on top of 5 wires. It was like a chandelier, the Picasso chandelier. And we would rig that thing up with like 3/8 swim bait heads and big easies. And dude, you had to have like a grouper rod to throw that thing. And but man, we used to catch some giants on the Butler chain with those things. I mean, the Butler chain used to be a hammer hole, and those Picasso chandeliers rigged up with a bunch of swim baits on it were deadly. That was deadly stuff. But man, that big old musky lure, that's what that thing's like. That's a rotator injury lure, dude. For real, man. That thing will wear you out chunking that thing around all day. But it's a cool bait. And when you finally catch one on it, it's like you've been working really, really hard at something, and then you finally accomplish something. And so it gets really exciting. It's like, I've got a couple of them. I've never been able to, dude, I've never been able to get behind the stupid $500 glide bait thing, man. I mean, you can go out there for all day. I've done it. I've bought them, a bunch of them, custom painted stuff. And you throw this stupid, gigantic shad glide bait all day. It sucks. It wears you out. And you're lucky if you catch one fish. Now, it might be a nice fish, but like in the same amount of time, I've probably flipped up 2 of them in the same size. And God only knows how many other fish throwing a speed worm and flipping and scoping and jerk baiting and worming and just, I don't know, man. The big boutique niche bait stuff just isn't for me. Good day for fishing, dude. It might be. We'll see if we can get this soup to clear out of here. It's a little foggy out there. We'll see. It's the cool thing to do. It's dying. It's losing its popularity quickly, it seems like. Dude, I can't wait till like 5-10 years from now when we're all looking back at all this stupid jig and minnow on a fairy wand with 10-pound braid crap, and we're all just like, oh my God, we were so stupid. Ha ha ha. Fashions come and go, but at the end of the day, the giant purple worm reigns supreme. When it comes to bass fishing, you cannot beat the giant purple worm. Never used an A-rig. Man, they are a lot of fun. If you're on a lot of schooling fish and you don't mind throwing something that weighs 27 pounds and requires like crazy superhuman strength to reel it in, they're a lot of fun. If you don't like hucking around gigantic like pieces of metal, like this whole system of baits that looks like it's made out of a coat hanger, then it's probably not for you. But I can tell you this much, it used to be a lot better. Back before all these bass on all these lakes got really smart, it was really good. Still works really well on places like the Tennessee River. If I'm on like Chickamauga, Nickajack, or something like that in the fall and winter, I've always got an A-rig on deck. Those things they catch them. You just got to watch it because some states have laws about how many hooks you can have on your A-rig. Dude, these guys are crazy, man. They want to get out there a lot worse than I do. See where this guy goes. See where he goes. That's the boat I was talking about. That thing's beautiful. That's a good looking Phoenix right there. Where's he gonna go? He's gonna head off into the fog. But yeah, A-rigs are cool. I still have a bunch of them hanging up on the shelf in the garage. Just don't throw them too much anymore. Last couple of years, you couldn't throw them on Toho because the hydrilla was so bad, but they killed all the hydrilla. So, what lures should I use today at Lake Toho? I know it's not a very nice day, but we have to go fishing and enjoy ourselves. That's a hard one, man. I'm about to go out here and film some content and hopefully show that. But I would say it's hard to go wrong with a June bug worm. It's hard to go wrong with a weightless fluke. It's hard to go wrong punching mats. And a jerkbait. Yeah. What I would do is I would do like everybody else does. And I would run around the lake until I saw a spot that has like 5 or 10 boats sitting on it together, all fishing the same spot. And I would just nudge right up in there and start doing what those guys are doing. That's the Lake Toho pattern. There's a spot on the north end outside of the marina where like it's just like this big circle. I'll call it a circle jerk because everyone's jerk baiting, you know? So it's the north end Lake Toho circle jerk, and everybody's up there chasing all those Roman fish that are up there right now with a jerk bait. Or you could come down to the south end and get on the big hydrilla bed straight out in front of Whaley's. It's easy to find because you'll see like, get up in there bumping uglies. Yeah, exactly. That's what guys like to do around here. Or you get out here in front of Whaley's and just look for all the, I call them shiner guides. I'm pretty sure that's all they do. Like these dudes, I don't even think these guys carry artificials in their boat, but the shiner guides in the saltwater boats, like the flats boats and the bay boats out here on the south end of the lake, all trolling shiners around in a circle with each other. And then like you got like, usually got like 4 or 5 dudes all throwing worms around those. It's Lake Toho's a mess, man. Dude, I run across the lake and I laugh to myself whenever I see some of the stuff going on out here. I'm like, man, there's a lot of good stuff on the lake to fish other than be huddled up with a bunch of shiner guides. Greetings from Puerto Rico. I'm also in Puerto Rico. Greetings from Puerto Rico here too. I'm not far from Poinciana. And in case you didn't know it, Poinciana, Florida, I'm pretty sure is like now the capital of Puerto Rico. So also greetings from Puerto Rico myself. Dude, that wind started blowing. And here comes the fog again. This is insane. You are definitely in Puerto Rico. Brother, I am in Puerto Rico. In Poinciana, you can go to the gas station in Poinciana and nobody in there speaks English. It's crazy. I love it. One of these days, I don't know how, or Kissimmee. Yeah, Kissimmee is definitely, Kissimmee's probably more the capital of Puerto Rico than Poinciana, but yeah, dude, the other day when Trump attacked Venezuela and removed the dictator guy out of there, the amount of cars that were driving around when I was on my way home from Poinciana here, from Southport, the amount of cars driving around blaring the, like, I'm assuming it was the Venezuelan national anthem, I don't know, and flying like full-sized Venezuelan flags out the window. I mean, it was, I just don't even know, man. I don't know. I'm happy for those people, right? Because, like, their country might be a little bit better off now. But man, like, it's crazy, like the amount of those people that live here. I don't know. A few days ago, I was at Toho near Bellalago. Incredible. 30 bass in 4 hours. That's a fun day of fishing. That's a fun day of fishing right there. Yeah, we've been having some good trips out here. It's been really good, like really, really good. We've so this trip right here, little 6-hour trip out here on Toho. This young man dropped the hammer on some big uns. Yep. It's good out there. It's good out there right now. We been putting a lot of 8-pounders in the boat the last couple of weeks. It's been good. It's been really good. All the hard jerkbait, Rapala. Nice. Love to hear about it. Love to hear about it. Dude, this fog, I'm about to just say to hell with it and just like go start fishing in the basin. This fog is insane and I'm not running through it. There's too many guys out here running through it. I'm not doing it. If I'd have known the fog was going to do this, I'd have stayed at the house. This kills me. Maybe we should just go flipping. You guys think I should just like bring you guys along with me live and like just go out here and start flipping? I think we're going to do that. We got to do something, man. I can't just like sit here. This is killing me. I've had way too much coffee this morning. And I'm all out of coffee. And when I go to the lake to go fishing, I'm here for 2 things: coffee and bass. And I'm all out of coffee. So, dude, y'all want to see what a good looking truck looks like? So, I like my little Tundra. It's a limited. It's a nice truck, right? It's like the first truck I've ever owned that's not lifted and doesn't have tires and stuff on it. And I got this truck the weekend before Thanksgiving. Still a little undecided on it. Kind of missing my diesel a little bit. But the truck's nice. I like Tundras. Toyota makes a great truck. But I'm going to show you guys a really good looking Tundra, and it's that one. This guy had to like pull up here this morning and just like absolutely crush my little limited here with his leveled out 1794 Tundra here. That thing, good looking truck, like really good looking truck. Like, I might go trade mine in on something like that today. We'll see. We need to get out here and do some fishing, guys. This is killing me. I don't know. Can't do it. I'm going to try to take you guys with me. If you meet me and you forget me, you have lost nothing. If you meet Jesus Christ and you forget him, you have lost everything. I mean, I got a funny feeling if I meet Jesus Christ, I probably wouldn't have forgotten him, because I'll probably be dead, right? I don't know. I kind of get where you're going with that, but like at the same time, Doesn't really make sense. I don't know. Go see if we can catch some fish. Because I can't sit in the truck anymore. But it is foggy. He's spamming everyone's live with that comment. Yeah, I get a bunch of those on here. I got a bunch of that kind of stuff and worse. But that's okay. That is okay. To each their own. Dude, look at the mats, like, up here. Look at this. All that, like, chopped up grass right there. Nothing, probably nothing of its size all the way up here, but that's some good looking stuff. Am I looking for oil offshore? Dude, I am. I am looking for Lake Toho gold, oil. We're about to drill. We're about to drill through some mats in search of the Lake Toho green oil. Yes, we are looking for oil offshore. Look for brown men. There are more than enough brown men to go around this part of Florida. Everyone is brown around here. That's where it's at. Incredible. Incredible. And now the spam comes rolling in. Well, guys, we made it 32 minutes and 50 seconds before all the dumb shit started coming in. I'm getting off here. I'm going to film. We'll catch you guys later. I'm going to try to have this video, Lake Toho Survival, up this week. We'll see what happens, man. I've got a lot of trips on the books right now, and so it is so hard to go film all day and then have enough time to go edit these videos in a manner to where they're actually halfway decent to watch. I don't use AI. I don't use any kind of like crazy editing software stuff. I literally sit behind the computer screen for hours and make sure it looks halfway decent for you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna do some fishing. I'm gonna get the cameras rolling. I'm gonna try to have the Lake Toho survival video up